Hi Pisces, this is your April 15th through to the 30th general tarot forecast. So this is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, and Pisces Rising signs. I hope that you are feeling well, doing well. It's just a crazy time, I know. Reading this on the 7th for you. I'm getting it out for you probably tomorrow. And it is for the end of the month. I just want to give you a clue for when I'm reading. And anything can change between here and the end of the month. So this probably won't make a whole lot of sense to me when I'm reading it for you, but hopefully it will resonate with you. Things are changing in real time. It's so strange. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. What do you need to know? April 15th through April 30th. Messages for Pisces, Sun, a Moon, a Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. April 15th through 30th. All right, folks, here we go. So 6 card spread today, bottom of the deck card energy. You do have 2 bi-monthly readings every month, of course, and then you have an extended monthly reading, which is jam-packed. It has so many cards, it's insane. So, wow, look at all this fire. So, yeah, you have a lot of messages. This is just basically for us to connect more often. I was just doing monthlies, but what the heck, guys? Significant endings and beginnings I'm seeing. I mean, you're bookmarked with 2 10s. What's going on at the bottom of the deck? We do have a choice. We have a couple of 2s. We have a couple of 10s. I want to look briefly to see if there's any 2s and 3s. Okay, or 2s and 10s, I mean. So very interesting, major endings, major completions and endings. This is kind of cool to see this ending and then this beginning over here. This 9 actually technically precedes the 10 as your recent past. So you are going through it and you are winning, my friends. You are definitely going to win whatever you have been working your butt off on, because a brand new opportunity, the light at the end of the tunnel, possibly a major opportunity or clarity of decision, behavior, action, possibly finance, enterprise, income is extremely potent for you here. You could even be, your biggest concern might be where to invest it. Honestly. And fears can be put to rest here. It is interesting to see, I might even get a qualifier card for the 10 of Swords as your advice card. It's very interesting to see your book ended by 2 10s, and then the 10 of Swords, the most difficult of the 10s, is as your advice. So let's get a qualifier when we get there. For now, we'll just get into what's going on bottom of the deck. 2 of Pentacles. This is really nice, right? This is you being able to balance something out, balance a person, place, or thing. It could be jobs, could be people, could just be money, income and outcome. But essentially, there is a sense of being taxed, being drawn in 2 different directions. Maybe you're lighting the candle at both ends. This is very obvious here because of the 9, 10, 1 of Wands. Was it, action, finance, enterprise, business, projects, completion. Really, as a general reading, it can apply to relationships, work, spirituality, right? All of that stuff. But all this fire energy means there's just a lot going on. This is a lot of action. So it's not surprising to see this is the bottom of the deck energy. You just have a little bit of yourself over here, a little bit of yourself over here. You could be drawn in a lot of different directions. You could just be exhausted by the end of the month here as well. You could just need a major break at the end of the month as well, guys. If you feel like you're being taxed at work right now, I don't mean money. I mean mentally, physically, even emotionally. If you feel like you're being taxed somewhere, and you can see light at the end of the tunnel, and it includes coming to terms with taking a break, let yourself do that here, because like I said, we will get an extra card there, but I do see that you will need a break, or you're being asked to, or it's being confirmed that it's okay. It was overkill. It was a lot. And You're allowed to move away from that. So let's dive into the first card. The situation is the 10 of Wands. You know, this is, you're almost there. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see the end in sight. However, like I said, because we have the wounded soldier energy, which is extremely strong. This is survivor energy, by the way. But remember, once you're in survival mode, there's sort of like things are tense, right? There's a lot going on. There's tension, there's juggling, there's, you know, there could even just be some major decisions. There could even be some major concerns. So, you know, on a positive note, it does look like something is coming to a major completion here. You can relax. It looks like, because the Ace of Wands follows that, right? And that's the reason. The end is in sight. You can start anew. You can start over. You can start anew. A new opportunity, a new job, a new position, a new thought process, a new way of thinking and believing could be very possible for you here. It could have to do with finances as well. We do have career, enterprise, or even spirituality with all of the Wands. And then the Two of Pentacles with people, places, or things, right? The tangible, the physical world. So it could have to be with how you earn your money, or where you're spending, or what you're doing with your money. But honestly, all aces are welcome. And the Ace of Wands is extremely potent here, especially for you at the end of the month, because there's a lot going on both mentally and emotionally for you that feels like it could be taking up some time and a lot of energy. So, you know, you can start something new here, or something will be offered to you to take advantage of as the reason for, you know, this situation. Something will be ending for you that you will be looking very forward to, because the Nine of Wands precedes all this, right? This is our recent past. So like I said, this technically sits in front of the 10, etc. So you have been in battle mode. You've been in fight mode. You've been protecting yourself and others possibly at this time. Pisces, if you are in the medical field right now, if you are in any of the essential services fields right now, frankly, and this includes food, this includes medical personnel, this includes transportation, and I'm missing a bunch, but you know, care for others, food preparation, even just health and finance. If you've been sort of in charge of something, you're probably starting to feel it now. But remember, this wounded soldier is so capable, but they do need extra care. So extra TLC could be available to you, or you could be sort of seeking that or require that by the end of the month here, guys. In your present is the Four of Cups. I mean, this is just a little bit of boredom, a little bit of emotional. If I had to wrap it up in one word, I would just say meh. Like, there's just this sense of uninspired kind of, when will this be over? It could even be that something that you took on that you were super excited about, you just kind of like, oh God, when will this be over type thing. So you're probably just kind of like, let's get through this. And it, you know, do check out your first 2 weeks of May reading, for example, which will be available very soon. Because this could be a brand new world for you come May 1st, right? Because definitely something significant is ending for you. So I feel like you can maybe wipe your hands of something by the end of the month. So in that way, this isn't so bad. This is like, okay, it's almost over. Because this is like this sense of, you know, what's the point type thing energy. But I do see it over soon. Here with our Two of Swords, this is our future, right? So this is another decision. This is a choice that you need to make about what you're going to do with your thoughts, your beliefs, your opinions, the way you talk, the way you listen, even information, data, and support services, IT, communication over the internet, and so forth. So, you know, choosing what to think and believe, choosing maybe having second thoughts, or deliberating over what you had already taken on or been involved in. Like I said, the Ace of Wands would be the reason for the situation. So while you could have a new beginning coming up, technically as the second position, it could be the reason why you're in this position as well. And maybe you're just second guessing what you're currently doing, and you need to assess something. And then your outcome or advice card is the 10 of Swords. You know, even if you are in a stage of assessment, etc., I wouldn't really kick yourself over it or punish yourself for it, anything like that. There is one major term that is used fairly often with the 10 of Swords, and it is overkill. And it's just a sense of, you know, and this is around the mind. This is around, if this is an educational component for you, it could just feel like, you know, if you're a student, for example, it could just feel like, I need this to be over. I can't take much more. I don't want to gather much more information at this time. And it looks like some gung-ho energy is just kind of like wiped out. So you just could be energetically really tired right now. There could even just be flat out exhaustion for you guys. So please, please take good care of yourselves. Can I qualify the 10 of Swords as the advice? Qualify the 10 of Swords as in the advice position. Qualify the 10 of Swords in the advice position. Wow, guys. Okay, the 8 of Swords. So you're extremely concerned about a level of awareness. I think whatever you had begun that you're currently taxed out about, you are coming to a new awareness about it and you are concerned. I really want another qualifier. Bear with me here, guys. This is a lot of Swords, and I just want to understand what else this is affecting. Probably money flow. Probably you need some good news. You need some good news. So if you're not getting it, I'm going to ask that you invent it at this time, guys. Take a step back, you know, and also be honest. Like, you have nothing to prove. You really don't. You have nothing to prove to anybody else. And if you had your own goals and methods and deadlines, that's great. Everyone needs those things, but you know, for heaven's sakes, be flexible. If it's driving you crazy, or if it's taking over, or if it feels like too much, be willing to change. Reconsider something, make a choice, consider a different balance. We do have scrutiny. I feel strongly that you're putting yourself under a great deal of scrutiny right now. If you're not